Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the new year, 2025, right?
Absolutely.
We are Tony and Carmen Matthews. Tony obviously here, Carmen here.
That's me, yes. I'm not Carmen, she's definitely Carmen, I'm
yes,
Tony.
Yes, definitely. Just so we don't get any wires crossed here.
No.
We are firmly now in 2025, we made it. We dropped a little bit off radar last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we've been busy last year.
We have been.
Hence why we're on camera right now.
So this is an overarching update from both of us to say, here we are, this is what we are doing, this is what we have been up to, but this is what we had to drown out a little bit as well, because we are a two-man team only.
Yep.
There's nobody else.
No
just
elves.
Us two.
No, not yet.
No Santa's elves. No, we are not that good yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna hand over to you, Tony, and you start off as you see fit.
Yeah, so first thing, I think the best thing to say is thank you guys who have supported us for the last, since 2006. We've been doing this since 2006. So for everyone who supported us since then until to this day, we appreciate you big time, because without you guys we won't be here today. And for any new people who have joined us, obviously I'll give you a bit of a brief background in a moment of who we are, how we started SuperFly Autos Magazine. But the last 12 months for Carmen and I, we've literally been on the road, mapping out loads of content. We've been shooting loads of cars, loads of video, and a brand new magazine which we'll show you guys in just a second. But first, to give the ones who don't know who we are, we're obviously a husband and wife. We met way back in 2003 in Switzerland on a photo shoot assignment where I was photographing cars with Fast Car Magazine back in the day.
And the owner of the Lamborghinis, as it were, that was my friend.
Exactly, so we kind of hit it off, it worked out really nicely, and then I got a job at Fast Car Magazine, worked for them for 3 years as a freelance writer, consumer writer, plus getting cars internationally from around the world, because I speak French and English. Obviously Carmen speaks German.
German and English.
Exactly, and through this basically, once I finished at Fast Car, after that time I went freelance with Carmen. We both went together, sold our modified car, which was a Fiat Cinquecento back in the day.
It was a cool thing.
Yeah, all modified, candy paint, nitrous oxide, Punto engine, the whole works, massive audio system and everything. And it was reluctantly to sell to buy a DSLR, which back then in 2006 was expensive.
That expensive.
Yeah.
It really was back then.
Yeah, it was, I think, crazy, like $3,000 or something. And we got a loan, we got like one lens, one camera, one tripod, use the sunlight, use car park lighting at night to do long exposure. And we started to learn photography and getting to know people around the world. Yeah. Because loads of magazines there when I left Fast Car knew we spoke languages between us and said, people around the world, become a freelance photographer. And back then we didn't know. We just didn't know, and we were like, okay, well, we self-taught because we were there in the industry, we knew what we were doing, we could write articles as well. And so we started our journey on weekends while working a corporate job, both of us, to photograph loads of cars. That's 2006 to present day. And then between that time in the middle, people say you should do your own thing, and that's when like the whole SuperFly idea came about documenting the global car culture at large. So everything, lowriders, hot rods, custom cars, retro cars, lowriders, the whole lot. Anything that's cool, that's really amazing. And SuperFly was a word that we saw in MTV music videos back in the day, and I thought, what does that sound? It's like, oh, you're SuperFly. Then when I looked it up in the Urban Dictionary, it was like everything that's cool, and I thought, well, we only want to feature the coolest people, the coolest vehicles. And then our tagline, "This is how we roll," is this is how I roll, this is how I drive my car, I hope you like it, and it doesn't matter what style I have, but hopefully you like my car. So SuperFly Autos Magazine, this is how we roll, is who we are. And so throughout that journey, we always wanted to also make a magazine, because we've come from that world. We have in the last 5 or 6 years created a couple of periodicals, more thicker kind of collectibles.
Which we did for several years.
That's right, yeah. We did that for several years.
With Blurb, which really worked for some time for us.
Blurb was a printing house we had online, because in 2014, Carmen and I decided to quit our corporate careers to give it a go full time. Probably a lot of you guys probably don't realise that, but it's basically us two self-funding. 2014 for 6 months, Carmen worked really hard in her job to get as much money as possible, and we sold everything we had, our cars, our belongings, only just a suitcase, laptops and cameras, and we went solo and travelled the world since end of 2014 up until the whole lockdown situation happened.
Yes.
And we were self-financed through doing online marketing courses and trying to teach other people marketing, and we tried to give it a go. And it's not an easy thing to do because it was scary for us to sell everything, leave our secure jobs, but we had family around the world who supported us, so we could stay with them.
Family and friends.
And people in the car community said, hey, we'll support what you're doing, you can crash at our place. So thanks to all you guys, we managed to get going. But it has been a difficult journey. It's not been easy, we can tell you that. And then obviously the lockdown came in. And like you guys, I'm sure you guys got locked in.
Yeah.
And it affected us massively. We couldn't travel anymore.
We actually got really stuck because, and nobody really realised that because we've never talked about it, and I think we are ready to talk about it now. What happened to us is literally only 2 weeks prior to lockdowns, we made it safely back onto English soil. And we had a house sit, which is something how we basically got around. Trusted House Sitters, very good website, go and check them out. Either way, we had a house sit down in Chichester.
Not sure.
And the owners obviously came back early because of the lockdowns, the looming lockdowns. They just about made it, and then we had to leave. But because of, if you remember, in the UK we had the bubble system, and the bubble system did not allow us to go back home, because back home was Tony's sister and obviously her family, and there was no way that we could join her bubble since she is a cop. She can't break the rules.
Yeah.
So we were basically on the street for a very brief moment until we had very dear and very good friends of ours who actually called us and said, in a panic, are you anywhere near London? We got stuck out in California, which is a terrible place to get stuck, right at the beach. Actually, they were having a beach house.
San Diego. I think
Exactly, close to San Diego.
Mm.
So yeah, like as much as it was terrible that they couldn't get back home and look after their house there, they had a beautiful place to stay. But yes, for us that was a lifesaver because yes, we obviously were only 40 miles away from it, Chichester
not
to
far
London,
away.
not too far, but the house was it's pretty much 15 minutes from St. Peter's Church walkway, which was our daily allowance to go out every day. And we saw the centre of London deserted, like literally deserted.
But it gave us a place to stay, which is what was important.
Yes.
Because everything was locked down, like commentators, hotels.
There was nothing.
We couldn't go anywhere else, and they luckily had that place,
Yes.
and we did an exchange for 6 months, I think.
It was
roughly.
6 months, 6 months, and then lucky position for us again because obviously again London locked down. Well, not London, England locked down again, and we were in the same position. But somebody we had talked to on Trusted House Sitters prior reached out on the back of Instagram only and said, I know this is not really correct. We should be doing this through Trusted House Sitters, but I trust you guys. Would you come and look after our house? We are even more central in London, just a bit further north. It's like 20 minutes driveway from where we were. And we said, yeah, but there was a 2-week gap. And for that, big, huge shout out to Slumbassadors,
you guys,
who really helped us out for that 2 weeks with a caravan. Literally let us stay. We showered in the morning at a gas station.
Yeah, we had to go to gas stations to get a shower.
So it was not easy. It was not fun. It was entertaining to say the least.
Experience.
However, we now note it as experience. One we don't want to repeat. But yeah, so this is what happened really, and so we moved over then to that new house sit. It was all properly done. It's like no crossovers. We did not come any closer than 2 meters in contact with each other.
Nonsense they said, but yeah.
We kept to the rules. And we started to look after their house because they wanted to start a rewilding project over in Scotland, which it's stunning. The work that goes in is incredible. But yes, we stayed there for.
It's about a year and a half, if I remember rightly.
16 months, 18 months, something like that.
So almost 2 years.
Yeah.
It was good to be there. Obviously, we didn't travel a lot. I think the only thing we did car related was for PVW Magazine, Elliot. I think there's a couple of shoots we did for him. But after that, we pretty much stayed in the house in that area.
We did the Concours d'Elegance as well.
There was that car show in central London. We did when we could go out, obviously.
Whatever worked, because there was not much going on.
This is it, and that's when the whole idea of bringing a magazine to life started, because we couldn't travel. And obviously our income was hit drastically, which I'm sure most of you guys had similar issues to us. And we came up with these periodicals, and because obviously print on demand was something that we'd heard of, it's for us traveling out a suitcase, you can't carry loads of magazines and you can't store it anywhere specifically.
Or ship it.
Because Amazon as well is quite extortionate for what they want for shipping and things like that and storage. So we found there coming a comment I had before called Blurb, and they were online.
Yeah.
You could do one copy, buy one copy, and you can sell internationally and digital as well, which is great.
Yeah.
So we started doing these periodicals. I think we did like a Volkswagen one, a collection of retro and classic. We did a lowrider one, a Japanese one, and then we also came out with a brand new concept of a magazine for custom diecast, which we'll go more into that.
I'll just show you.
Yes,
so this is Diecast Heroes.
Exactly, so we'll give you more about that after. So that's what we did. So we couldn't go out on the scene, we couldn't go to shows. That when everything opened up, financially we were screwed. We couldn't do much. We tried to just basically get a roof over our head, get food in our bellies, and just do what we do and just keep the dream alive, basically. Yeah. So we did that, and then it was end of last year. Thanks to a very good friend of ours who is the editor of Autos Magazine, Paul. He came to us and said, hey, you're really good at social media, I need a team to come on board to assist me with our shows and obviously the magazine they have and socially. So we did that for a year, for the last 12 months, and it allowed us to get back on our feet and go out again, because it's been like 5 odd years we've not done this. So to be out at the car scene 5 years like we have with just social media, it's not really ideal for us. We miss going around and seeing you guys and hanging out, shooting cars, talking and everything like that, and we just couldn't do that. So we literally for 12 months, like Thomas said, since last year, been photographing, filming, going to loads of shows, and then it just dawned on us, can we now take SuperFly Autos to the next level? Can we bring something out on a more regular basis instead of just a periodical every, like, say, 3 or 6 months? And so we have, and we were searching while going out shooting cars, is there a printing house that we can maybe have in the UK? Because this one was in America and we didn't know, can we have something that prints better quality? Can it improve what we want to do? Can we have different sizes? And then it's just on a search online, I came across a company called Book Vault out in Peterborough. And I was like, oh my gosh, they do not only print on demand, but they do a variety of sizes. The pricing is far more competitive for us to purchase as the base price, which means when we sell it to you guys retail price, it's more competitive and a better price for you guys. And shipping too, because through the whole lockdown, the shipping for our periodicals were insane. They were going through the roof. So
like
trying to sell was not easy.
Some countries charged £30 in import, which is ridiculous.
For a magazine it's like £9. It was just... So we sold a lot more digital, that's why we have both for the magazines, because some people do want digital, or both. Some have actually bought both. Some want to go digital and tick it on their phone and read it at work, and some people just want to have it at home. It's their preference, so we kept both. So for us, like, wow, we can do this.
Yes, so, and we can improve on the service and quality we want, rather than, with Blurb we were a little bit stuck, because number one, they didn't go to all countries. Didn't ship to all countries. Plus, they sold everything as books, which is what we learned later, what makes the import so expensive. With Blurb, we also hadn't had the opportunity to sell retail to retailers. We could not sell in bulk at a cheaper rate. Or we could also not apply any Christmas vouchers as gifts to you.
Discount
codes.
Like we
were just not something you could do through Blurb. So this was the primary reasons why we needed to find another printer, and Book Vault is offering us all of that. Yes, it's a little bit more with upkeep and making everything work exactly as it should be, but it's worth the effort to give you something massively better and more cost effective, really.
Absolutely, and what it allowed us as well is to actually sell through our website, because before we had to sell through Book Vault, you had to sign up as a customer for an account, which is unnecessary. There was no guest checkout. So for us, it's like, okay, we need to be able to email you guys, because we also couldn't email you with any updates, because they kept the email list. So we wanted a brand new website. We could email you guys, give you discount codes, give you a better quality magazine. And something that we always had in our mind for a long time is we love the old car magazines from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. So you got your street machines, your custom cars, your Max Powers, your fast car, your Redlines, your Revs, and all those magazines have something quite special about it. And I know a lot of you guys probably watching this are like, I wish we could go back to those times.
Yeah.
And we've come from those areas. We're in our mid-40s, and we love the cars of old, we love the new stuff, we love the digital age and all that, but we still felt that something tangible like this is what you guys would love, and we do. It's good to consume on the mobile all the time, but then to just sit back and have this to read on the side and just get away from the screen is great. And our idea was to try and bring back a vibe of the 80s, 90s and early 2000s magazine, but modern and more premium quality.
Yeah.
So I think before we continue, shall we bring out the magazines to show people?
Am I allowed to open it?
Yeah, please do. Because we'll explain as well, we've just also in the last 2 months evolved the magazines from a staple bound magazine to a perfect bound. We'll explain why in a second, we'll show you the difference. But Colin will show you the 3 magazines we have. I'll explain to you what they are. I know you're eager, sorry. And then you'll make more sense. So if you want to bring them up then.
Okay.
So that should be, that's definitely volume 1.
Yes, so this is volume 1, volume 2 and the global
So if
modified.
maybe you lift that volume 1 up first. So as you can see, it's an A5 size. And the reason we chose A5 instead of A4 is because we feel transportability, pocket size, take it wherever you want. Go to work, coffee shop, car meets. It's easier to carry and it makes more sense to us. We've got a double cover because we always felt the back cover was never something that was utilised, so we've got a dual cover for every magazine. This is a premium quality print, so the front cover is matte. It's got a nice lush matte finish, as Carmen's probably feeling now. And inside, and you look at the pages, they're high quality prints. We wanted to bring you magazines from back in the day with cars of that time, but with high quality colours, so the colours pop off the page, the photography really pops. And we've selected some of the most incredible cars in the world, because our prime magazine is going to be the custom side of the industry. So the global car culture for the custom culture is every 2 months. So that one Carmen's has in the hand is the one that comes out every 2 months. That's volume 1. And then you want to show volume 2, which has literally just come out. Features Misha Dori and a Mercedes on the front, and Martin, our friend, with the Tagar Porsche, Magnus Walker, Nike trainer, graffiti artist up. It's incredible. So those magazines are literally coming out every 2 months. And we've got lowriders, we've got hot rods, we've got custom vans, we've got everything you can imagine, a whole mix every single 2 months. And it's also in digital form. So on the website, you can buy both digital and print. Lots of delivery options from Royal Mail right up to international, because we do ship worldwide to every country now, even the likes of Brazil, Argentina and the like. And in between that, we're going to bring out certain special editions. So this is a special edition, one of many. And this one dedicates itself to the modified car era. So let's go back to the mid-90s, early 2000s, of the Max Power, Fast Car and Revs. And in between, we will bring out these kind of magazines. And we may even do Volkswagen ones, we'll do a lowrider one. And if maybe you guys remember this one, one of the most iconic builds at the time. Iconic performance Honda Civic Type R with just the most incredible build inside and out. It's just incredible stuff. So we've shot cars since 2006. We have a catalogue of these modified cars from back then still in our hard drives.
We didn't do that only in the UK. Obviously, we travelled up and down the country, Europe and America and Japan. So there is a whole bundle and mix in all of these magazines. But yes, shall we just quickly talk about the differences? So we started off with this.
Which is staple bound prints.
So the difference here is this is staple bound, just 2 staples, and this is
called
perfect bound, which is one perfect back. So the reason for this is, as you probably can see, this magazine, when you get this, the cover goes always up, because 60 pages, and we really maxed this, is
the maximum you can go basically
before the maximum before the magazine
starts to go out of shape.
Exactly.
As you can see, there's a slide below, as Carmen's trying to explain there. And so we couldn't go any higher than 60 pages. We thought, well, what if we want to expand the magazine in the future?
That's it.
At least with the glue-backed one, we can extend, which each of these magazines is 60 pages, but now we can extend to 80, 90, 100, should we wish to do so. So we thought, we'll do that. Plus, we did have a poster in the middle, because we wanted to try and bring out, from back in the day, a double-sided poster in the magazine. So we were kind of gutty we had to do this decision, but the good thing about this is now we can actually bring out one of these as a poster book. So we'll make one of these with double-sided posters for you guys, and we thought,
to compensate for the loss of that.
Exactly, and magazines used to do that.
A poster book in the end.
That's it, and magazines used to do that back in the day, so we thought, we've got so many cool cars, and some of the pictures we can't always fit in all the magazines, we thought, we can do that in addition.
Yeah.
And this will come out, some of these will come out probably every 3 months, it depends what we have, but obviously that one was, this one's to do with the modified car magazines, the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, if you take this is the exact...
Right, so let's go.
Same.
So that's volume 1, of course, and then obviously the modified one.
And that's volume 2.
Volume 2. So these guys...
if I just
try and make this right. So these guys have custom car culture, so everything custom from lowriders and hot rods, etc. and custom cars, modify cars, late 90s, early 2000s, and obviously that was just the difference with what we used to have before with staple, where now it's glue. So other additions will come in that I can tell you now will be definitely lowrider ones. We've shot a lot of lowriders over the years, and we love the community worldwide. So there's lots that's going to come back out.
There will be Volkswagen.
Definitely Volkswagen.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be retro car ones as well.
Yes, 100%.
Definitely more of the modified magazine one because we've got so many more still. Plus, I know there's a lot of you guys have built some brand new cars, especially with Mark at Max Power Reunion doing the most amazing thing by bringing back the vibe in the show, Max Power Reunion show, which is out this year in July, so make sure you get your tickets for that. Go to his Instagram, Max Power Reunion, check that out. So we're going to support him as well with the magazine, and hopefully you guys can get involved with us too, because if you are building a car, whether it's custom, whether it's modified, we want to hear from you guys. So send us a message on Instagram, through our website, an email, and we can hook up with you guys. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll do our best to get to that part of the world.
That actually brings us as well to our website.
Yes.
So I think we should mention that because I don't know if anybody knows still, but 5.5 years ago we lost our Facebook. That was the first thing.
Yes.
It was a really sophisticated hack back then on our side, and we only got it back end of September last year. That is when we got the full control to Facebook. To our Facebook page.
And they took the website down, our whole website down at the same time.
Literally about a year after that happened, our website was literally shredded. We had all securities paid for, everything that you really should do, we have done to keep our page secure. And yet somebody found it extremely beneficial to them, and we don't know who, to literally shred our website into pieces. Nothing was readable anymore, everything was out of shape, and there was nothing, was it Bluehost? Not Bluehost, WordPress could do to fix that, unless we wanted to start from scratch. So we took everything down, and we were devastated because everything seemed like lost. With Facebook lost, this lost, everything going down the hill either way, with coronavirus lockdowns and so on. We didn't know what we really wanted to do.
Yeah, we pretty much got hit quite a lot. This is not like a sympathy call, this is pretty much what happened. We just want to give you guys an update.
It's an update from
what's
our
happened to us the last 5 years and the last 12 months, because I don't think a lot of people realise what it's taken for us to get here with SuperFly Autos. We just wanted to let you guys know.
It's worth for us to say the website is back up.
Yeah, much better.
Much better than it ever has been before.
Far more secure now.
Exactly. But also, in addition, we are making the effort to update the website twice a week. So Mondays, we try to keep to Mondays and Thursdays. If anything goes wrong, it will be probably a day later until we notice, or whatever it is. But we will update it with blog posts. But on that website, you will also find the magazines straight up at the top, so you won't miss any of that.
Exactly. I mean, you may, I don't know if you can see it.
I'm not
I'm not sure with the camera if it does, but obviously you can see it here. I'm just scrolling up and down, you may see it. Obviously on the homepage, the magazines will be there straight away, and then you'll see like all the blog posts that Colin was talking about.
Yeah.
Cars from the past, events that we've gone to, and anything else we feel is interesting for you guys. But adjacent to that, we're going to update YouTube channel, because we do have a YouTube channel with a lot of videos, and we've got so much content still from the past that we've had for a long time. We haven't loaded to new stuff we shot the last 12 months, and a brand new social channels on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. We've got some new content that's going to be rolling out over the next few weeks. That's just going to enhance the experience for you guys, hopefully give you more inspiration to get, to find a project car, build it, and then obviously one day grace the pages of our magazine, which we'd love to hear. So
this brings us to what's still to come.
Okay.
And that is our hoodies.
After many years, we always wanted hoodies and t-shirts.
And mugs. That is what we will be starting with. We have had a little bit of a battle with the supplier over the last 2 months, but they finally got everything into working place, and we will be able to get that up and running soon.
Not quite the supply, it's more the e-commerce store. It's just been a bit difficult in terms of connecting with our suppliers. Yes. So the supply we have, and Carmen and me, we always thought when we sell t-shirts and hoodies for our business, It cannot be something that we wouldn't wear
No,
ourselves.
we want the quality that
Exactly.
we want and not something random or rubbish.
It's got to fit well, you've got to look cool in it, it's got to be
it.
washable and last forever, the print can't fade off, it can't be a direct printer garment where it's literally stuck in the garment, it looks faded, unless you go for a retro look.
Yeah.
So we found a company in the UK, they're really good, and the price is very competitive, and this I've had at least for a year right now. It's white, and normally white gets destroyed,
Yep.
but every time we washed it, still looks like it's brand new. And the print is on top of the garment, so it's literally printed on, and it's lasted amazing. We've had so many washes with both of these, and we've gone for thicker material, very thick, as you can see. I can't remember what these are called actually, but you know the quality is high. Because we tried things before like Champion hoodies, thinking they were great, but they lasted 3 months, and we're like, we can't sell this to you guys. I wouldn't wear it, Con wouldn't wear it.
No.
So we've now found them. So over the next month, we're going to be literally setting up the e-commerce store through Shopify. There will be a link in our bios and our website, etc. You guys can start to order these in various colours and sizes. Shipping will be around the world, including mugs. I think we also got probably a calendar as well that we'll be launching this week. Obviously a calendar with car pictures that we've shot over the years and things like that. So,
well, for now, this is actually something we can ask the audience right now.
Okay.
For now, we have the logo on the front. We have been told, why don't you have it on the back? So you tell us, where would you prefer the logo?
It's
front,
true.
Back.
Yeah, because
so at the moment, I can't even turn around. Sorry. At the moment, if you can see, I have nothing on the back. What would you prefer?
Yeah, a lot of people said the print on the back is the best, but we like both. So we thought maybe we make both, but you let us know if you
tell
would
us
let us
in
know
the
what you think. That'd be great. Then other than that, we want to talk to you briefly about our other project, which is called Diecast Heroes. And as you can see, Carmen showed you a moment ago, Diecast Heroes.
That kept our sanity during lockdown.
Yes, because we couldn't do much. We actually, through the lockdown, we did a few what we called coffee talk lives on Instagram, which were live interviews with guys like you, which we are going to bring back. I think we did
you still can find them on Diecast Heroes on Instagram. You still can see them.
Oh, but they're on SuperFly as well. We did them.
Some were.
Exactly.
Yeah, not all of them, but some.
True. Yes. Yes, true. Some were Diecast Heroes and some were SuperFly. So we did about 100.
And some very interesting interviews with people as well.
Exactly. So we'll be relaunching these back outs for you guys who probably missed them. And we did about 100 odd episodes, which kept us saying, like Carmen said, but then in between we wanted to do something creative. And then we thought, well, we've been covering the custom Hot Wheels community for the last 7 years. That was at the time of lockdown. And we said, well, we've made magazines, we make them already for SuperFly, these periodicals. Why don't we cover these guys and share what they do to the rest of the world? Because they literally create diecast in the size, the size of 1/64, and they look at real life cars that we've shot. It's crazy how they do it.
I'm not sure if you will see it, but this is, for example, a new one, and the rest of it is what that guy has built with it.
It's incredible what the guys do. They take inspiration.
You see it on both pages. So it's no different to any one of you who sees a car, oh, really, that's the original, perfect, I like it, but I'm going to modify it to my taste. Yep. This is exactly what they do on a 1/64 scale.
And that blew us away, because if you look at these two on the front, this is a Japanese issue, and there's two skylines at the front there, just look absolutely amazing. The detail is as if it was real life. And for us, we're like, well, we love what they do. They do what we do, but in smaller scale. Let's document these guys. And so, literally, we've had this magazine been running for the last couple of years, and it's just getting better and better. And this is a Japanese special issue, because every issue, we run a challenge. So this magazine's out every 3 months, and we say to people, right, this challenge for this issue is 80s and 90s style, for example, or this one is Japanese car culture, and they have 1 month to build a car from Hot Wheels, Matchbox, cartoon, whatever they choose, to replicate something of the Japanese car culture. So in here, all the features are people who build from around the world, and there's people from Indonesia, Brazil, Argentina, England, USA, Spain.
It's literally
global,
all around the world.
And then get featured in this magazine, so it shows the world what they can do, and we support them by having a medium for them to show what they can do. So this is something that we still do now, and we'll show more of this to you guys as time goes on in between what we do with SuperFlies, because I think once you guys check this out, you'll want to start building these yourself at home. I know we do.
I know.
So this is something really special, and more stuff's coming, and we'll let you know, because we'll integrate some things with SuperFly as well. So there's some projects in the works. We'll let you know about that soon.
So this is already a periodical, a regular coming out.
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months, and it has been. So there's in total 18 issues out now.
Yeah, 18 magazines,
So similar to what we have done here, we've actually literally taken all these off Blurb now. That's where we started, and they're coming out on Book Vault now. With that, obviously, it's getting 18 magazine from A to B
it's taking a bit of time to
is a
reshape
little bit taking. Yeah, that's it. So it did take us quite some time to actually get them into the right shape and format for BookVault to have them on their site and get them correctly printed. But I think we should have them fairly soon.
Yeah, I reckon by February we should have all the print ones will be live by February. The digital ones are live on the website, which is diecastheroes.com.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out, diecastheroes.com, you can check out what's on there.
But all digital versions are there.
Yes, because obviously a lot of people would like to buy both, and I know in Diecast Heroes people buy both, so we've got both of them.
Sorry, that's to say, obviously the last 2 issues, which is those 2, are available already in print because that were the ones that were set up first on BookVault already, and the rest, the 16 magazines thereafter, are still to come.
And then one of the last things, and one of the last things I want to talk about is that we've teamed up with a very cool company that's just launched out in America last August, and it's a company called Cartooned, and they're a diecast company, and they're freaking cool guys. And Luis Tanahara, who's the guy who's the mastermind behind these, is just incredible. And we'll show you what's in this box in a second.
So just let's start at the beginning. This is so you know how Hot Wheels belongs to Mattel. Diecast here. Cartooned belongs to MGA.
So MGA Entertainment is the full name of the company.
That's it.
Been around probably as long as Mattel. Various toys like Bratz and I don't know what else they do, but they do a lot of toys similar to Mattel.
Yeah.
And basically, the chap I was talking about, Louis Tanahara, he's done some diecast in the past for the likes of Dub Magazine, some really cool ones, you've probably seen them. And he wanted to bring something else unique and funky, cartoony, manga style kind of diecast to the community. And in August last year in America, they launched for the first time Cartoon, which is what's in here. It's soon to come to Europe, I think, around springtime. And we've been made official ambassadors for Diecast Heroes and SuperFly Autos to promote these out to the world. So we're giving you guys kind of a first look at these for the UK. I know some of you in the US have probably seen these on the pegs at Walmart and Target, but in the UK we're going to be starting to show you guys. And we've actually also let a lot of people know about what you guys do out there. So these guys, MJ Entertainment UK, will be reaching out to some of you guys we've put forward, because you have influence like us, we love what you guys do, and they'll probably be in touch with you guys in the next few months to maybe even promote and become ambassadors like we do. So
first and foremost, this is the presentation box we had. Super cool. Sadly, you can't get them in the stores.
Unfortunately not, but maybe we can tell them that people want it. So, so if you open it up, we'll show you.
It's opening up literally like a van. Look at that. How good is that?
Let's bring it out. Let's see. Just get that there for you so you don't... You got it?
Yep, getting the load out. There you go. If you pull,
Yep, I'm pulling. So nicely presented, and they send this to the likes of people like us who they think have a nice audience who would appreciate to buy these and collect them. And it's really cool because what's really nice about what they've done is they've actually put down "It's how we roll" on the side. So they love our tagline, so they've actually added it to this, which is wonderful. So without further ado, Carmen's going to show you one of the first diecasts. So which one have you got there, by the way?
That's not one of the...
Oh, it's the card.
It's the card. Sorry.
I didn't realise.
This is a collection card, so you know what goes into that collection. And I believe after this card, they already had 2 more, at least 2 more.
So that is Series 1.
That's Series 1.
And I believe Series 2 is going to launch at the end of February after the SuperCon in Las Vegas that's taking place, where they're going to launch officially Series 2 in the US, and I think then obviously in the UK and Europe we're talking March, April, May possibly, that then we'll start to see these, maybe both series. I don't know how they're going to launch them, but check these out. They're like a manga cartoon blown up version of Hot Wheels. It's incredibly cool. I mean, we love these. These are absolutely fantastic. What's this one?
64 Chevy Impala.
And then we've got, what we've got here, 65 Chevy Blazer. Absolutely really cool. And I was told that most likely for the European market, they'll probably do some European style cars. So we'll probably get some British cars, not just American as well. So we're excited to see what that happens.
That's a 57 Chevy Bel Air.
Yep. Yeah, the Bel Air's so cool, man.
Yeah, I love that Bel Air.
Chevy Camaro. It looks so freaking funky. It's like proper cartoonized. It's like that manga influence that Luis has put into these. It's brilliant. And the packaging as well. I love the packaging. Bold, it's colourful.
Yes.
And do you know what? The world's gone so stale these days. We need colour back. So champion.
And these are metal. They are not plastic like other diecasts are. These are proper metal. They have some heaviness to them, which is very nice in the hand.
That's right.
I've got here a Corvette.
And the craziest part about this is like people have already started buying them in America since August, and they've already started customizing them. And we've started a challenge in every issue of Diecast Heroes, and I'll show you here what some have done.
I'll show you the C10 while Sony is. I love those wheels as well. Can you see the wheels? Goldy, and it's flake metal.
Okay,
It's
so
brilliant.
basically every issue now will have a challenge based for the cartoon community as well as diecast at large. And these guys already have only just got them, and they're already starting to modify them, which is absolutely amazing, with incredible paint jobs, chopping them in half, doubling them up, slamming them to the floor, swapping wheels. What else got here? Our friend Flying Valiant Chuck has done like a barn find version of a Chevy, which is just absolutely wild. So it's just going to get bigger, and they've literally taken off like a storm. These are going to be so successful and popular, and we're really happy for Lewis and the team at MJ Entertainment because these are really cool.
Just so this is covered off for all the curious people. This is a can, which is obviously it's
like an oil
super
can,
cool.
isn't it? Oil can style design.
With the cartoon logo at the bottom. There's a T-shirt in it, which is twice the size as the
It's
new one.
massive. It's like a triple X. Yeah, it's true.
Which is funny.
It's really weird.
We love it. We absolutely love it. So there we go.
So that's kind of a bit long of a sort of a conversation, but it's been a while that we've been on camera to speak to you guys, and we appreciate all the love and support. Any new followers have just come aboard, thank you so much for supporting us. We've got so much more coming now. We feel for the first time we probably can actually be on our feet stronger than ever and actually have the vision for Superfly that we've always had. And the other thing as well to add is that we're also here to support other car magazines out there. We're not
100%.
We always from the beginning we always said doesn't matter if we have a magazine of our own, we will never be like, oh, exclusive this. If we can work with the magazines, which we do anyway, we'll always do. And you know, shout out to PVW who have gone independent now. Elliot and Jamie,
absolutely.
you guys rock stars. We're supporting you, as we know, and you know, we'll be there for you guys. And anyone else, Custom Car Magazine, anyone who's out there who's got a magazine who wants support, we've got to work together. We want to bring back this feeling of having a tangible magazine, the community. That's what we're here for.
100%.
So if anyone else is out there who's got a magazine who wants us to cross-promote your stuff, absolutely we'll do that with our magazines and our website. We're happy to do that.
And if you have a car you really want on our page,
absolutely.
Facebook,
we're looking for the most amazing
builds. It
builds.
doesn't matter. Just direct message us. Probably best to direct message on Instagram because Facebook is...
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do on Instagram. It's too many messages. Let's go with Instagram. But it's also, if you have a company, if you have a garage, if you have a product,
anything,
we want to support you guys too. You can send us imagery, you can let us know of a new launch. We're happy to do a video and shout out about your product because we want to let people know what you do, because without you guys, we can't build the cars that we have. And same for the Diecast Heroes. If you haven't got the paint or the tools, they can't build these as well. So it's about you guys as much as the people building the cars and owning the cars. So yeah, just reach out, guys. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know about this video. If there's anything you want us recommend, suggest that you've seen that you can improve, or ideas, we're all ears, man. So
100%.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in for the rant. Appreciate it, because we don't always come on camera.
Yeah,
and we don't come on camera a lot. So for us, we're going to do more of this. So you can have more conversations and things, stories about the past.
And therefore, it will be shorter and more precise.
Precisely, and we'll get some podcasts on the go as well. Get some of you guys on interview again. So.
Happy 2025.
Yeah, may it be the best year for you guys and going forwards, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.
Take care.
Bye.